Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart with TestDrivenTV. Recently we had the chance to test drive the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package and the 2.7 liter turbocharged V6. So it's in the garage. We have a full Underhood Tour outlining all the major components and talking about what makes this thing tick, as well as outlining the major service components you'll need to know if you do it yourself. The 2021 and up Ford Bronco is available with the 2.7 liter Nano V6 twin-turbocharged EcoBoost engine. Here, it produces 330 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque on premium fuel, 315 horsepower and 410 respectively if you use regular fuel. Here it's mated to Ford's in-house designed and built 10-speed automatic transmission and a full-service four-wheel drive system. As equipped with the Badlands package, it's rated at 17 miles to the gallon city, 17 highway, and 17 miles to the gallon combined. You can also find the 2.7 liter EcoBoost in the Ford F-150 and a number of other Ford vehicles. It features robust build creds like a composite graphite iron block, forged internal rotating assembly, a dual-chain timing drive with variable cam timing, and aluminum heads with integral water-cooled exhaust manifolds. If we follow the airflow, the intake charge starts at the front, coming through a rubber snorkel and into a large air filter box. From there, it splits into two directions to each of the monoscroll turbochargers. We're following the passenger side here because it's easiest to see. The driver's side turbocharger and its plumbing is buried a bit more out of sight. Once through the turbocharger, the boosted charge then travels to the front of the engine compartment to an air-to-air intercooler behind the front bumper before making its way back into the engine bay. From behind the radiator, the intake air routes up to a single throat throttle body and into a composite plastic intake manifold. Fuel is delivered by both port and direct fuel injection. Both intake and exhaust cams feature variable timing. After combustion, the exhaust flows through the turbochargers, which feature electronically controlled wastegates. The 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6 is not at all related to the larger 3.5 liter engine. Rather, it gets its lineage from the German design line of Ford V6 engines. This is most evident by its top-mounted oil filter, much easier to service than most American-designed Ford engines. Checking and filling the oil is easily done at the driver's side up at the top of the engine. Here, the 2.7 liter V6 has a larger than average capacity of 7 quarts. The brake fluid reservoir is found at the expected location at the driver's side firewall. Forward of it is the main fuse panel, which is easily accessed by popping 3 small clips. Ahead of that is a large 12-volt battery neatly wrapped in thermal casing. At the passenger side rear of the engine compartment is the main engine coolant reservoir, which is easily inspected and topped off. Just ahead of it is the windshield washer reservoir. The engine ECU is also seen just in front of that. Changing the air filter requires removing a number of Torx bolts, which is a bit more effort than in most cars today, which hold their top covers on with a few clips. Notable items I found in this engine bay were things like a radiator support that's actually made of cast aluminum, where most of today's vehicles are made of plastic. Hanging on it is, of course, the radiator, which features some pretty large electric fans. Also notable is a pretty thick sound deadening pad on the bottom of the hood in lieu of a sound-absorbing engine cover. There you have it for what's under the hood of the 2.7 liter twin-turbocharged Ford Bronco. Not a very pretty engine compartment by any stretch. If you want to dress this thing up and show this thing, you got a lot of work ahead of you. But if you want to maintain it yourself, everything's right there. You know, at least with all the packaging and everything like that, they've made this thing somewhat easy to do your own maintenance with. So if you want to see the test drive we did on this vehicle, you can see that right there. Better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. Either way, stay tuned.